This is Lindsay, and if this is your first time stopping by my channel, welcome. If not, and you're already part of the El Michelle family, welcome back. So today is a very special video for me. It is my 1 year post-op surgery video. It has been 1 year since I had gastric sleeve or VSG surgery. Oh my god, I am going to try to hurry this along as quickly as I can, but I have so much to share and I'm so excited. So I want to start with my stats. I was sleeved on October 2nd, 2017 in Richmond, Virginia at Bon Secours St. Mary's Hospital, where my surgeon was Dr. Brendan Carmody. Before my pre-op diet, I weighed 255 pounds, which is my all-time highest weight. On my pre-op diet, I lost almost 13 pounds, and my surgery day weight was 242 pounds. On today, I weigh 173 pounds. So I won't call myself a slow loser because I do not think I am, because I am on track, but I am a steady loser. I will say it like that. And over time, I have learned my body, or the patterns of my body, and I will get into that later. But I just feel so amazing on another video, which I will post after this one or before, I'm not sure yet, but it'll be part 1 and part 2 to this video. So the part with the photos, I will have a video of me 4 days before surgery, and I was a mess. I was crying and I was afraid and I was nervous, anxious. You know, my husband wasn't there, so I was thinking about having to go through this alone. Not necessarily alone per se, because my mother was there, but you know, that's not the same thing. I appreciate my mom being there, but you know, I wanted my man. But anywho, moving right along, so I want to talk about prophecy I received. So I went to church before surgery, and they asked at the end of service, you know, if anybody wanted to come up for prayer for anything. So I said, okay, I'll go up for prayer. And I'm not the type of person to always be running up to the altar for prayer, because one, although that was a church that I had been to quite a few times, I didn't really know anybody there. You know, it's a larger church, so we just go enjoy the service and we leave and go home. So, you know, I don't let everybody pray for me, but I felt led to go up there and have prayer. So I went to a young lady, and she asked my name and what I wanted prayer for, and I told her that I was about to have weight loss surgery and I needed prayer for a successful surgery. And so we started praying, and she stopped praying and she was listening to the word of God, and she told me, she said, I keep hearing the word journey. She said, this will be a life-changing journey for you, and you will never be the same after this experience. Like, this journey is going to take your life to the next level and greater heights. And I just cried and cried and cried, because that's what I needed it to do for me, is, you know, to be a journey and to change my life, because I wasn't happy with the way my life was before. No, with that being said, that surgery does not make you happy within itself, but just like surgery is a tool to lose weight, I have used my weight loss as a tool to change my life. And I guess I will get into ways my life has changed in a bit. So like I was saying, my weight loss has been steady. I won't call it that. I won't call it slow. I refuse to call it that, because I tried for 9 months to lose weight, going to the gym 5 days a week. I didn't have my eating all the way together, but you know, I was working out quite a bit, and even when my eating was on the straight and narrow, like, I still didn't lose very much weight. I only lost 25 pounds in those 9 months. So, you know, 25 pounds versus wherever I was at 9 months, which was way above 25 pounds, yeah, that was slow. This is not slow. So anywho, I'm okay with that. I'm happy with my progress, and this battle is not over. I am not to my goal yet. My goal is roughly 155 pounds. I'm very close to it. You know, I'm 173, so I'm extremely close to 155. And the surgery is pretty much working, and in its heightened periods between 18 to 24 months. So I still got time. I still have time, and I will get to my goal very soon. Matter of fact, my goal for myself is to be at 155 or less by the end of the year. And my goal of size clothes for me is a 10. I am already there. I am roughly in between, depending on what it is, a 10 and a 12. For the most part, I can fit most 10s. So I guess I can say I'm a size 10 now. I started off at a size 20. Now I was still squeezing my butt in the 18s and, you know, sucking it all in and putting on body shapers, but my true size at the time of surgery was a 20. So I've gone from size 20 to size 10, and by the conclusion of my journey, I hope to be in a size 8. I didn't know how that was going to go, honey, because these hips, but I just measured myself this morning, and between last week and this week, I've actually lost, or it might be a week and a half, I've lost a whole inch off of my hips. So my hips are finally moving. I guess because I've started running. Last week I jog walked 2 miles after my regular workout just to see what would happen, and I guess it was good for the hips and the thighs, because that's where I saw the most weight loss this past week, or inches loss, was my thighs, my hips, and my stomach area. My waist went down a teensy bit, but my stomach area went down quite a bit, and so did the hips and thighs. Skin. So I still have a lot of fat, and I have some skin, and it was hard for me to tell what was skin at first because I still have so much fat. Like, I have a lot of fat in my fupa area. I have a fupa, which is your lower stomach area. So I still have a lot of fat there, but along with the fat, there's some skin. Like, I can pull the skin up and see like the loose skin. Same thing with my thighs. I still have fat on my thighs, but it's a lot of skin. So my inner thighs. So I just, some days I'm laying in bed and I'm just sitting there pulling up skin, because you can pull it up and stretch it. I'm taking pictures like, baby, look, I got, sending to my husband like, baby, look at this skin on my thighs. Then my arms are still pretty flabby. I don't think that's skin for the most part. I believe it's fat. So I'm going to continue to work on toning my arms. Matter of fact, the past couple of weeks I've been targeting my arms, meaning working my triceps, biceps, and whatever other ceps are there. I've been targeting those areas, especially my triceps, because that's where the problem area is. So I'm sore right now because that power muscle class I'm in worked the crap out of my triceps. But I don't want to have any type of surgery done to my arms, so to avoid the surgery, I will be working my arms like crazy. And the only reason I will have surgery on my arms is because I have hanging skin, and I absolutely have to. And I mean a lot. It has to be a lot. If it's not a lot, then I can live with it. It won't bother me, because I was watching the first season of Mama June from Hot Tonight, and watching her have those skin removal surgeries, and the way her arms are wrapped up and she couldn't do nothing, she walked around like this. I'm like, no, I don't think I want that, honey. No. But back on topic. What is next? So I feel like this sleep lifestyle is my new normal. It's normal for me now. At first, you know, it was difficult adjusting and getting used to, you know, not eating as much and still wanting to eat and watching everybody else eat, and you're like, I'm full, and you know what I'm talking about, all that stuff. You know, eating and then your stomach start hurting because you ate too much, or not knowing when you are full and overeating, and I'm going on and on, hiccuping when you're full of whatever you do. It's different things different people do. For me, my signal that I'm full would always be stomach pain. But it's a new normal for me, meaning I've gotten used to everything. I've gotten used to about how much I can eat. Being a year out, I can eat way more than I could in the beginning, but still nowhere near where I used to eat. So, or nowhere near how much I used to eat is what I'm trying to say. So I've gotten used to everything. I've gotten used to waiting a little bit before I drink. No, I do not wait 30 minutes. That's my decision. That's how my body responds. My body is okay with me waiting 10-15 minutes versus 30 minutes. That may not be the case for you. So, you know, whatever your doctor says and however your body responds, that is what you do. But for me, 10-15 minutes, that's nothing. I'll go ahead and drink. But I won't drink before I eat, because I want to be able to get my food in. So yeah, just learning the signals of my body and how everything works. And I guess since I'm talking about that, I'll go ahead and go into on the scale. I wanted to talk about the scale. So at first I didn't think I should weigh myself every day, but now I like to weigh myself every day. As a matter of fact, I didn't weigh myself all last week, and I'm thinking I should have, because from last week to this week there was no change in my weight, but it could be a stall, so I'm not going to panic. However, the reason why I believe it is okay to weigh yourself daily is because you know where you're at. I don't panic anymore if I get on the scale and it stays the same within a day, and I don't panic if I get on the scale and it goes up a few ounces. Now if it start going up a few pounds, that's a problem, but a few ounces or no change, I don't panic, depending on how much I drank, if I pooped or not, stuff like that. Because if I have not gone to the bathroom in a few days, I know that there's waste inside of me that I need to get out that's causing the scale not to move, so I won't panic then. Or if I get on the scale and it hasn't moved or went up a little bit, and I know I only drank 1 or 2 bottles of water, that's the problem. My body is holding on to fluid because I'm not giving it enough fluid. So that's a part of the new normal. As you learn your body, you know how it responds to the scale and different things. So instead of getting on the scale and panicking when I see an increase or a steady weight, I'm like, okay, maybe I need to take something to help me go to the bathroom, or hey, you need to increase your water. So maybe for me it's been a good thing to weigh myself every day. Now, I did not weigh myself every day last week simply because I didn't want to, and I don't think I'm going to weigh myself this coming week. I was going to wait to weigh myself when I see my coach on the 24th of this month, but I don't want to do that because I like to know where I am and what I need to do to get the scale moving. There are changes you can make to get the scale moving. For instance, in a previous video I talked about how I was not losing weight because I was not eating enough and I was working out, so I was not putting fuel in my body enough to get the results I wanted, and my body was storing everything I ate. So that lets me know too, if the scale's not moving or going up, hey, you need to eat some more. You haven't been eating enough. So I look at MyFitnessPal and look and see how I'm eating, and then I make adjustments. So getting on the scale every day allows you to adjust where you need to adjust. It keeps you informed. So maybe you won't stall as much. If I would have done that early in my journey, maybe I could have made those adjustments and maybe I wouldn't have stalled as much as I did. So there's an idea. Because even when I do stall, excuse me, trying to stretch my back, but yeah, even when I do stall now, I don't panic, because it's like the next week I get on scale and it drops a few pounds. That's how my body has been working lately. So since I'm talking about the scale, my goal for September was to lose 10 pounds. I did not lose 10 pounds. However, I lost 9 pounds, and I am ecstatic about it, because if you follow me on Instagram and you look at how much weight I've lost, you know, over the months, and even it's in the description box now. So if you look and see how much weight I've lost over the months, I have not had a weight loss that big since month 3. Month 3 I lost 10 pounds. So after that it was 4, 6, 5, 3, 3, 6, 0, and now 9. So I didn't hit 10 pounds, but I got darn near close. So I am ecstatic about it. I'm very proud of myself, and I'm going to keep pushing and pray for the same results, if not close, this month, because I made a goal of being 165 when I get off the plane to see my husband, because I plan on jumping in his arms like Whitney jumped on Bobby when he got out of jail that time. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Matter of fact, I might put a picture up here. Maybe not. But that's how I plan on jumping on my husband when I see him, baby. I call it Operation Jump on Your Man. So 165 is my goal. That's not even 10 pounds. So perfectly I can exceed that goal, because you know, when you get on the plane, I'm rambling. This thing's 18 minutes. But anyway, when you get on the plane for that long, your body retains fluid and everything else from you not being able to move around like you normally do. So hopefully we can go, you know, hopefully we can get to 163, 160, 62. We'll see where we're at. But I'm telling you, I'm gonna push and do my best to get to that. Next, I wanted to address the importance of NSVs. So non-scale victories, they are very important, because when you don't see movement in the scale, they will keep you going. For instance, non-scale victories will be a change in your inches. I have tracked my inches from probably around December, if not November, to now. I wish I would have taken my inches before I had surgery, but I did not. So I think I have measurements from November or December until now. I may go in my book and look them up and tell you in the description box how many inches I've lost between then and now. I know it's quite a bit. So if I remember, I'll do that. Also, you know, NSVs, like if you look at my earlier videos or my earlier pictures on Instagram, my neck was darker, so you could see like a difference in my makeup from the shade of my face to the shade of my neck. And maybe it looked like I was wearing the wrong color foundation, but in reality I wasn't. I was wearing the correct color foundation. My neck was just darker, and the doctor told me when I was a child that meant that I was pre-diabetic. So since then my neck has actually lightened up since losing weight, as well as, you know, my waistline changing. My waistline has really went down. My waistline is right at 29 inches. I've never had a 20 something inch waistline. NSVs, like last Sunday I just got my certification to be a Zumba instructor. I am a Zumba instructor. That's an NSV. You know, who would have thought I would be teaching a Zumba class? And I haven't taught a Zumba class yet, but it's coming. I'm working on a routine now. It's coming. But you know, keep your eyes on the non-scale victories. Changing clothes sizes, y'all know what non-scale victories are, so write them down. Embrace them, be happy about them. So I wanted to talk about my goal as far as plastic surgery. Yes, I do want to have plastic surgery. I've been going back and forth about it, like, nah, I'm not gonna do that, blah blah blah. But I want to live my life how I want to live my life. So I want plastic surgery. That is something that I want. And what I want done is I want a fat transfer from any fat that I have left after I get my goal. Any fat that I have left in my stomach or back area I want that fat transferred to my breasts. My breasts have been hit. Let's be honest, I've never had perky breasts. I used to run around outside without a bra on. My mom used to fuss at me all the time and tell me, if you don't wear a bra, your breasts will be saggy. And I didn't listen, and that's pretty much what happened. And then I had 2 kids that I breastfed for long periods of time, and they took a hit with that. And then after this surgery, honey, do your breasts hang low? Do they wobble to the floor? They took a big hit, and I went from like a size 42, 44D to a 36C. Now my measurement for my chest, my breast line, is 32 inches, but I still wear 36 for comfort, and I just put it like on the last hooks. But yeah, I am a B now. I just had to buy all new bras because I was wearing a C, and then I started to notice that my breasts weren't filling the whole cup, so I had to move down to a B. So to go from a D, and when I was breastfeeding I was double D, so to go from a D to a B is a huge jump, and I lost a lot of volume in my breast. So that's why I want the fat transfer. No silicone or nothing like that, but I do want the fat transfer of fat from my body to my breast, and along with that a tummy tuck. So I want the tummy tuck and the fat transfer to my breast, and that's it. I don't have to get anything. So my timer ran out, and I had to change my battery, so that lets me know I've been talking too much. But you know what, I don't care. This is my 1-year video. If you want to stay, great. If not, see you later. Watch it later. But other than the fat transfer to my breast and the liposuction, well, of course you have to do liposuction to get the fat out to put it somewhere else, but besides that and the tummy tuck, I don't care about having anything else. Don't care about my thighs, or I explained my arms earlier. So yeah, as far as men are concerned, and let's be clear, I am very married, but as far as men are concerned, yes, I do get a lot more attention from men. Men of all ethnicities, races, whatever you want to call it, ages, I get a lot more attention from men. And when I was larger, I always got attention from older men, but now I'm getting attention from men of all ages, including some that may be a little bit younger than I am. But yeah, I got men in my DMs that know good and doggone well I'm married. I was looking at my DM, I said, wait a minute, did he send me a kiss in the face? Nah, he know. Now my husband messaged your way back, I ain't gonna say a word because he know better. But I think people will try you and see how far they can get with you, and I think that was like him trying it to see how I would respond. And this is actually somebody like my childhood crush. I hope I'm not giving away too much information to people who know me, but that was actually my childhood crush, and he actually did like me growing up, but he wouldn't date me because I was the fat girl, and he was worried about what his friends would think. Like, he would even buy me Valentine's Day gifts and everything, but I couldn't tell anybody. It was craziness like that. But now, you know, I've seen him a couple times. He, you know, like, oh, you fine? Yeah, I want to find in school though. But yeah, no, I'm married and I'm happy, and I ain't studying it. If you couldn't accept me at my worst, you can't accept me now at my best. But yeah, I do get more attention from men, and at first, you know, it was flattering, and I said thank you to the compliment, and I kept it moving. And the reason why I say it was flattering, and I'm not being disrespectful to my husband, I'm just being truthful. The reason why I'm saying it was flattering is because I was not used to that attention. Like, I've never gotten this much attention from men before in life. Now, did I walk around here and got no attention to single? No, I pretty much had a boyfriend all the time, or at least talking to somebody when I was a single woman. But I have never got the amount of attention that I get now, is what I'm trying to say. So that's different. And like I said thank you to the compliment, and I keep it moving. I don't give men the time of day. because I'm married. I will never disrespect my marriage or my husband like that. So yeah, thank you. Keep it moving. If they take it any further, I ignore it or let them know politely that I am married. Especially like the last couple of weeks, I was walking around with no wedding ring on because I sent it off to have it resized because it was sliding off my finger. And that's weird because my fingers are small. Like, I wore a size 7 ring. I had to go get a 6. My marriage, I can't really speak on that right now. The reason why is because my husband lives in another country than I do. So absence makes the heart grow fonder. So we're definitely close. You know, we get on the phone, video chat, we cake, you know, and we're flirty, lovey-dovey, so on and so forth. But like I just said, absence makes the heart grow fonder. So we miss each other, we love each other, so everything is great. Now, when I lived over there with him for 2 months, for the most part, besides, you know, the normal disagreements you have when you're married, you know, it's normal, it's relationship, y'all 2 different individuals coming together as one. But everything was, you know, pretty much great then too. But I wasn't, you know, we didn't have our whole household there, you know, we weren't in our normal routine. So I can't really say how things have changed for us as a married couple, because that was like a honeymoon moment because we had been apart for months. So every time we've seen each other since he's been away, it's pretty much been a honeymoon moment, you know. So I can't really speak on the changes in my marriage. You get what I'm saying? So right now, I'm just saying everything is pretty good. Now, he has had to adjust to, you know, when we go out to eat and things, because that's one thing we did together all the time. That's how we spent time together. That's like the one thing we could do together that we both enjoyed, because he's active, you know, he wants to go hiking and all that stuff. And when you 255 pounds can't breathe, you don't want to go hiking. That's not fun. But so going out to eating together was one thing we did that we both enjoyed. So that has changed. But I think by now he has gotten used to it, because 1, I eat less, and 2, I got a gluten allergy, you know. So the surgery and the gluten allergy changed the way I eat completely. So he has to get used to that. But I think at this point he is used to it. And we went on vacation in Korea, and it was very frustrating to him because over there they don't have a lot of gluten-free options, or nothing is labeled gluten-free like it is in the United States, because that's not something that they culturally have to deal with. So it was very difficult and frustrating for both of us on vacation, because a lot of places that he wanted to eat, I couldn't eat there because everything was, you know, fried and had flour, gluten. I could not eat that, and noodles and all that stuff. So most of the time we had to stick with eating Korean barbecue, because that was the only thing that was really safe for me. Or we had to find something that was kind of American style that had grilled options, or so on and so forth, and that was very difficult on vacation. I am worried about the vacation we are about to go on because of the same issue. So we will see how that goes. But as far as that is concerned, I will have to speak on that later when he gets back, which will be really soon, and we get over the honeymoon period and start living our normal day-to-day lives. As far as my weight loss is concerned, that's a plus for him in many different ways. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Clothes shopping. So if you have been recently sleeved or thinking about getting sleeved, let me share some advice with you. Please do not do what I did and be constantly buying clothes throughout this journey. Now, I will defend myself and say that I buy a lot of clothes in general anyway. I don't like wearing the same thing more than a couple of times. Every season I get an entirely new wardrobe, almost, unless it's something that I really like. But for the most part, every season I get a completely new wardrobe, because like I just said, I don't like wearing the same thing. So I bought clothes throughout this entire journey. But if I could go back, I probably would not do that, or I would shop different places. Now with that being said, the other day I went to the thrift shop, my local thrift shop, and I bought 2 pairs of pants. One of them was even name brand, like Anne Klein, or a higher brand, I guess I should say. So I bought 2 pairs of pants, 2 dresses, 2 shirts, and some jewelry for $60. You can't get all of that for $60, especially stuff that's lightly worn and pretty decent. Brought it home, took the tags off, immediately put it in the washing machine, and I'm gonna wear it. So then I started shopping at TJ Maxx, you know, more affordable. But at one point I was going to New York and Company buying stuff, and I was going to Torrid, and I was going to, I bought a lot of Forever 21, which Forever 21, depending on what it is, not that bad. And Fashion Nova and everywhere else buying stuff. Fashion Nova is not that bad. A lot of times you get 30% off. But if you are like myself and you buy a lot of clothes in general, and you want to buy clothes throughout the journey, don't buy a lot, and you know, just buy a couple of items, and be frugal. Shop at gift shops, or not gift shops, Lord, thrift shops and places like that. Like, don't spend your money on a bunch of clothes, because you are going to outgrow them. Don't spend your money on a lot of clothes, because you are going to outgrow them very quickly, is what I'm trying to say. Sometimes you might jump a size or 2 within a month or more. It depends on your body. A lot of things depend on your body. So don't do it. I mean, that's what you want to do. You girl can't about tell you what to do, but I'm just, you know, telling you my advice. Don't do what I did. So the last thing I wanted to talk about was my goal, but I believe I already mentioned that in the beginning. So that's all that I have on my list. I guess since I have a little time, and if you want to keep watching, I will jump back to I want to put this elegantly, I guess, but I want to be real. So even since the last time I saw my husband, I've lost quite a bit of weight, and I have become extremely comfortable with my body. It's like I'm no longer, you know, ashamed of my body. I can look. So since having surgery, I am completely comfortable with my body. I'm okay to look at myself in the mirror without clothes on. Before, I wouldn't dare do that. I will now. Even since, you know, the last time seeing my husband, I became more comfortable with my body. So, you know, I'm looking forward to when we come together again, because I'm sure I might need to make another video about you know what. But that is all I'm going to talk about for today. And I believe, unless I do like a shopping or try on clothes video or something, I will see you guys next month when I am 13 months post-op. So look for my photos video. And as always, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like me, like my channel, please subscribe. You can share me out if you want to. Not a requirement, but if that's what you want to do, that's your prerogative, baby. Go ahead and do it. And don't forget to follow me on social media. I have Snapchat, I have Facebook, I have Instagram. So come on, let me keep up with you, and you can keep up with me if that's what you want to do. Until next time, you guys, take care. Agape. When I can eat my little cabbage and be happy. But as I was saying, my stylist Brittany did an awesome job with my hair, so I'm going to include her Instagram name.